everybody! Welcome to the very first one-take book review where there is no editing, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes and misspoken words. Yay! Here we go! So today I'm going to be talking about the book A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. So let's get started. I have a couple of notes because I don't know if any of you have experience with one-takes. They're very stressful. So the first thing I wanted to say about this book is that this is his least favorite book that he has ever written. Which I think is kind of interesting because it is definitely far and above his most popular work. This is the edition that has the extra chapter in the end. The original book was 21 chapters long, and the American publishers cut the very last chapter of this book. And the movie by the same name, A Clockwork Orange, hold on, something popped up on my phone. The movie by Stanley, written, I think, and directed or whatever by Stanley Kubrick. Great, messing up already. Please don't judge me. Also left out the last chapter. For those of you who have not read this book, the last chapter is pretty much pivotal in the entire story. It completely changes the character from inherently evil to, spoilers, not inherently evil. So I think that the last chapter is pretty important. I will talk about some spoilers at the end of this video if I can remember. This one-take business is very stressful, so if you want to stick around, if you've already read this or you don't care, stick around to the end of the video. I'll wave my hands around since I can't edit in like a jump or anything. So, oh no, I dropped my notes. You're really getting all the real things about making a video. So the last chapter, right, was left out. I'll talk more about that in a second. The major theme of this book, whoops, I lost my spot, is the topic of moral choice, which is certainly not a new idea, anything in the Bible. Moral choice, or the ability to choose between good and evil, is pretty much like smacked into your head repeatedly in this book. And that's one of the reasons why Anthony Burgess doesn't actually think this is one of his greatest works. I kind of agree. So when I first read this, I was like, I don't know, 18. And this is a very shocking book. There's like a ton of violence, at least 2 rape scenes. The main character's pretty much a piece of garbage. And it's a very shocking and kind of disturbing book, right? And that's part of what made it so cool for me when I was 18. I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. I've never read anything like this before. And the whole topic of like, whether or not you should take someone's ability to choose between good and evil away, is that itself an evil act? I don't know. And that whole topic wasn't really, I didn't really notice it as much when I was younger. Now I am 26. Wow, I'm old. Now that I'm much older, I see the theme of this book really, really pronounced. So it does kind of read as a slightly more immature book. Still really good, and I would still really recommend this book because, I mean, I've read quite a bit. Chuck Palahniuk seems to be kind of in the vein of this, shocking, gross, and really like hardcore type of writing. Except I think Anthony Burgess, this book, did a much better job. I'm looking at Fight Club right now, and Invisible Monsters was weird and kind of messed up, in case you were curious. Hold on, something else popped up on my phone. Jeez. Okay, let's get moving. Let's see, the other thing I wanted to talk about, yes, so it's a very shocking story. We follow, our narrator is Alex, and he's 15, and him and his little posse of like 3 other friends go about being very violent, doing the ultra-violent. There's a rape scene at the beginning. I mean, it's a rough book, but the whole idea and concept behind it is that Alex is actually picked up by the cops at one point in the book, and he goes through, it's not a very like secret plot, I'm sure you've heard of it, and he goes through treatments that basically like burn the choice out of him. So that's kind of the question that the book is asking, like, is that even more wrong, than letting someone go to jail, do all these bad things, go to jail, get released, maybe do them again, or should we just completely remove their ability to make the choice? So that's where the title comes from, A Clockwork Orange. So I actually have this earmarked because obviously the author says it much better than I do. He said, "I mean it to stand for the application of mechanistic morality to a living organism oozing with juice and sweetness." So basically, like, it's an organism that has this sweetness, and I'm assuming he means like goodness inside, but is controlled by a mechanism, so therefore it cannot choose between being good or being evil. It is only good or only evil, that kind of a thing. So yeah, that's kind of what the book is about. So here are some spoilers. Here we go, some spoilers. So the final chapter is chapter 21. And actually, Anthony Burgess said in the intro that he chose 21 because that is the age of maturity. Sorry, my nose itches. Normally I would edit these out, but I can't now, so here we are. The last chapter really is about reaching maturity. So Alex, the main character, throughout the book starts at 15 years old. By the end, I think he's 21 or reaching maturity. He has performed many horrible things in his life. He's done terrible things. He's gone to jail. At this point, he's gone through the treatments to have the choice of doing these bad things burned out of him, by means of he feels intensely sick and feels extreme pain when he even thinks of hitting someone or hurting someone. And one of the ways that he can actually make that pain better is by like offering, anything. So say someone comes up to him and he feels like he wants to hit them. He would have the urge to be like, "Here, take my money, take anything you want, just please go away and like don't make me feel this way." So anyway, what I was trying to say is the last chapter is the part where the last chapter in the American version is where he is cured of this and he can return to his previous life of being very destructive, doing all that stuff and doing whatever he wants. The 21st chapter demonstrates that actually he does have the choice and he chooses to not do those things. So that is a huge difference. That is literally black and white. I mean, that completely changes the book from being, humans have this inherent evil in them and it doesn't matter what we do, we're always going to want to kill things, versus, this character grows and matures, he realizes that he has the choice, and he figures out that he does indeed actually want to be like a good person. It has been 7.5 minutes, my God. This is what happens when I can't edit a video. There's a whole bunch of tangential stuff in this. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I think that's everything I wanted to say. Yes. I hope you enjoyed this probably slightly rambly, not edit, what is this called? Book review of Clockwork Orange. I love this book. I'd probably give it like 3.5. I'd probably round up to 4 stars just because I love this so much. The writing style is amazing. The way this book is formatted is incredible. It reads very quickly. It's paced very well. And in case you didn't know, this book is kind of made with its own language, kind of, sort of. I can't really describe it to you. I would just recommend picking it up and trying to read it because it's just wonderful. The way that this is written is actually groundbreaking. So I would highly recommend it to everyone. Just note there are some darker themes. Now we're at 8.5 minutes. Great. So I hope you all have wonderful weeks. I may do another of these one-take book review things because I don't know if you missed my other video. I can't edit. Computer broke. So yay. I might do a one-take review of The Martian by Andy Weir because I just finished it about 20 minutes ago. So there you go. I hope you all have wonderful weeks and days and stuff. Sorry for the long video. Bonus material. All right. Bye.